Madam President, I would like to thank for this opportunity to speak about the events unfolding in Ukraine, which Canadians continue to monitor very closely with great concern, and thank the rapporteurs for their work. Canada condemns Russia's military intervention in Crimea in the strongest of terms. Indeed, Canada sees Russian actions as a clear violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Furthermore, Canada does not recognize the outcome of the referendum on the status of Crimea, which took place on the 16th March 2014, and fully supports the United Nations General Assembly's resolution of 27th of March 2014 that calls upon the states not to recognize changes in the status of the Crimea region. Not only was this referendum not authorized by Ukraine, but the circumstances surrounding it violated democratic standards as reflected in the recent legal opinion of the Council of Europe's own Venice Commission. It is within this context that we must commend the Ukrainian government's restraint in the face of these provocations. As the Ukrainian government moves forward in its efforts to build a free, democratic and prosperous society, we believe that the protection of minority rights should remain paramount. Canada has been working very closely with the Ukrainian government to help achieve these objectives by addressing challenges facing the country's democratic institutions. For example, at the request of the Prosecutor General of Ukraine, Canada has frozen the assets of 18 members of the former Yanukovych regime, as well as those of his family members and close associates, to help fight corruption and support democratic reforms and accountability in the country. In addition, we have imposed sanctions on Crimean and Russian individuals responsible for the crisis in Crimea. As part of our international development program in Ukraine, we support projects that increase equitable access to justice for men and women, particularly those from marginalized groups, as well as efforts to build a transparent and fair electoral environment. We have also announced that we will provide Ukraine with $200 million loan guarantee to help restore stability in the country. However, some of these actions have not been without consequence. In response to Canadian sanctions, Russia has banned the entry of 13 Canadians, including senior government officials, 6 members of parliament, 3 from the Conservative Party of Canada, 2 from the Liberal Party of Canada, and 1 from the New Democratic Party, and the leader of the Ukrainian Canadian diaspora. Our House of Commons has remained united in condemning these and other actions taken by Russia in response to the crisis in Ukraine. We also remain united with Ukrainians as they address the very real threats facing their democratic institution. The way forward for all parties involved in the crisis lies in an ongoing and inclusive political dialogue at all levels, including here at the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. Thank you.